it's bad.
I know.
And there's certain people I trust, and you're not one of them, just putting that out there, because I don't know you well enough. I can tell that you're a good person, but the people I've hung out with, Danielle, and we've kind of, went past just gamesmanship and like that, so I know that, we can trust each other. The other person is Amber, but that's still shaky because I heard some things and whatnot. I just like Amber. I think she means well. She gets too emotionally wrapped up in stuff. But I know there's some people that tick people off, like Dick gets on people's nerves. Jen, flat out, I can't stand Jen, and that's just how it is.
Yeah.
There's sparks where she's like really genuine. Mm-hmm. Not to quote her, but she's really genuine. But then there's times where it's like, oh my God, I've had enough of this, because she'll talk about herself and talk about all this hoopla out in Hollywood, and that's just not my scene. Like, I lived out here for 6 months and I wasn't all about it. So I just want to tell you face to face,
Yeah.
how it's nothing against you.
Right.
I felt pressured in the situation with the alliance.
So did I. Zach pressured me completely.
And he came in day one, and
Yeah.
I hated him because he came up to me, he goes, hey dude, me and you. And then he goes...
He did that to me too.
He goes, if you win, I get 50 grand.
Right.
And did he do that with you?
No, but I heard that.
Yeah, and I was like, you're so stupid. And I go, yeah, whatever. And I just shoot him away. And I was like,
Right.
I wanted to hit him because, like, the audacity, like, you're stupid. You don't have a clue.
Right.
And the bad thing is about me, I'm fairly personable, and I showed that from day one. So some people can fly under the radar, and just chill out and not have to, deal with it.
Yeah.
But, like, I was friends with so many people that everybody was, like, trying to get me to be in alliances and stuff like that.
Right.
And
Yeah.
basically, I wanted to feel out who I was friends with and stuff like that, and who I really had a good rapport with and who I could trust, and came down to, like, 2 people.
Yeah.
And,
But as far as Mike and I was concerned, all you had to do was tell
Yep.
us, and we wouldn't have
Yep.
said a word
Yep.
or anything.
Yep.
We would have just
and
said,
like,
okay.
I heard conflicting stories from different people, like, oh, this person doesn't trust you. And, like, I could always go to Mike and I could trust, because I go, hey, I heard you had a problem with me, you might not trust me. And he said,
Please
yeah. And I
go
said,
to
okay.
the diary room.
Blah, blah, blah. But then I had to go through Zach all the time. And
Right.
He's just throwing shit everywhere.
Right.
He's looking out for himself and whatever. That's part of the game he played. And I'm looking out for myself sometimes. But my point in this game was I wanted to catapult certain people through the game. Mm-hmm. And, like, I wanted to surround myself with certain people who I wanted in the mix at the end.
Right.
And I didn't care if I was at the end, because, like I said, I have a great life out of here.
Yeah.
People have family problems in here and stuff like that. And it's just, there's a whole big world outside of here that's not like...
Right.
Our world is this right now, and it's just like, whatever.
Right.
But yeah, I just want to tell you before, just be upfront, because one of us is going home, so.
Right. No, I'm glad he did. And
Yep.
I wish he told, like, Mike and I were like, well, why wouldn't he just come and tell us, and we'll just say fine, and we wouldn't say anything.
Yeah.
But that party right there.
That's the major problem.
That's the problem.
I kept hearing conflicting stories, and then I was just like, I gotta bail.
Right.
And I bail on him, and he keeps following everybody
we
around.
thought you bailed with him.
No way.
That's what we thought. Mike
yeah,
and
and
I
that's
were
what
like,
it looked like probably the night before the Joe eviction.
Yeah, exactly. And he kept saying, I'll only change my vote if Nick does. I'll only do it. So I'm like, well, obviously them two broke off.
And I wasn't sure where I was going, and he kept asking me. I go, dude, I don't want you to know.
Yeah.
Basically.
So
just wanted to.
Well, I had no idea you were the one going on the block.
It's fine. It's fine.
I thought it was him.
Yep. And people knew. And I found that out. And that's smart in their part. Like I said, to me it looks like they want to oust me because physically I'm pretty gifted.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm smart.
Yeah.
I'm very personable within the house, so I can see how, like, because I even got to thinking that when it gets later on the rounds and there's a lot of people who I'm, good with, like, how do you do that? So they probably see me as a threat.
Yeah.
And you're definitely a threat. They've been talking about you since day one, since, you're finalists and all that crap in other years. But the point, the state you're at right now, like, they think that, okay, so I think you're going to whiz through maybe for a couple weeks and whatnot, because they're just looking at you as, that's how I look at you. Like, from an outsider's perspective, I see you and you're on slop. That's hit number 1. You're on the block twice in a row. That's hit number 2. So, I mean, you're going to be like, ah.
Right.
And that's just because you and I deal with things differently. Like, emotionally, like, not many things get to me. There's, like, certain things, like, maybe girls get to me like when I mess around with, but it's just a sore spot.